Hello again, everyone. Larry Matson with you here at Brewbacher's outside on the beautiful new renovated patio. We have got a lot to talk about with playoffs coming up and high school coaches and a queen. All that coming up right after this timeout.
The newest remodel restaurant in Gonzales is Brewbacher's. Come see us at the same location, serving a variety of food with an exciting new menu to tempt your taste buds. Bring all your friends and meet on the patio. You'll enjoy the big screen TVs throughout the restaurant. There's something for everyone. The best hamburgers, po' boy, salads, and delicious steaks, as well as daily lunch specials. See why family and friends enjoy meeting at Brewbacher's.
Quality contractors use quality concrete. We have the best concrete in the nation right here in Baton Rouge. Our concrete is made to last this generation and the next. After more than 20 years in business, you're probably riding and walking on quality concrete. There is a difference in concrete. Make a choice that lasts for years to come. Go with the best. Go with quality concrete. Call or scan this code today for a free estimate.
Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist. You've got it made.
Come into our showroom and let our experts guide you through our large selection of today's latest trends. Marchand's flooring and countertop collections offer these styles with unbelievable prices. And at Marchand's, we install it all. Come in to see all of the promotions and specials going on now.
With Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist, you've got it made.
Finally, I found a doctor who talks with me, not at me. She takes the time to answer my questions, so I feel reassured, not rushed. More time with my doctor, more time for me. Schedule a tour today. Centerwell, it's about time.
Everywhere we go, people want to know
who we are.
So we tell them, we're Cypress Roofing. Everywhere we go, people want to know. People want to know who we are. So we tell them, we're Cypress Roofing. We're Cypress Roofing.
Call us today for your free evaluation.
Josh?
Call today, 225-450-5507.
See Gonzales Military for a big selection of kids' camo and cold weather gear. They carry clothes, rain gear, rubber boots, headgear, belts, and more. Gonzales Military, just off Burnside across from Lamandola's. Bertrand's Pharmacy has been providing personal medication counseling for over 30 years. Andy and Jeannie Bertrand, registered pharmacists, honor many prescription plans. Bertrand's is open Monday through Saturday. Phone 644-5641. See Foti Financial Services for all your money needs. They have loans for any worthwhile purpose: auto, furniture, appliance, home improvement, and vacation loans. Celebrating over 50 years of service, Foti Financial Services. When you're serious about appliance repair, call Hitman. They offer reliable professional repair for a wide range of household and commercial appliances. They'll have you back up and running in no time. Hitman Services. Sanama Muffler and Brake has been serving the Sanama area for many years, doing exhaust work, brake, tune-ups, air conditioning, and general auto repair. Call Sanama Muffler for all of your repair needs. 644-2564. Gronyard Furniture and Appliance has top name brands like Ashley, Sealy, Lazy Boy, Maytag, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, Toshiba, KitchenAid, Stearns & Foster, Serta, Speed Queen, and more. Gronyard's in Donaldsonville.
Welcome back to Brewbacher's, everyone. Larry Matson here with you, and Coach David Oliver will be talking with him. And a reminder that our corporate sponsor is Quality Materials and Ascension Concrete Company, and we appreciate their support of the show and high school football. Oh, I tell you what, you guys got it going now. You won 3 in a row.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Gators are getting hot at the right time. You know, at the end of October, November, that's when you want to be playing your best. And I think we're starting to play our best. We're starting to do the little things right that leads to victory. And I was excited about our performance against Live Oak.
Yeah, I was looking over the schedule and everything, and we're winding down. We're getting down to where the playoff picture is starting to develop a little bit.
Yeah, it sure is. If the playoffs started today, I think, as of yesterday, we were the 12th seed, which would be a home game. And, there's a lot of football left to be played. There's 2 weeks. We play Prairieville and Denham Springs, but we put ourselves in a good position. We've won 3 straight and 4 or 5, and those are that's where you want to be, playing your best heading into late October, early November. And the Live Oak game was a test. It was homecoming week, a lot of distractions coming off the EA week, when they always say that we there's a hangover from that game because everyone's so emotionally attached to it. So I was really pleased with how we got behind 10-0 early. I was really pleased with how our team responded to adversity in all 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams. I thought we played our best complementary football of the year.
42-26 the finals, so you had to be pretty happy about that for sure. But I would think the second half was a real key for you too.
Yeah, there was a bunch of key plays. They were up. First of all, they got a great kicker. Boy, that guy is very good. And reminds me of the days when we had a great kicker, with every kick was a touchback, and you got to the 35, you had a chance to get some points. And we got the ball first, and we underthrew a pass. It was probably our worst. Cooper Babbitt played stellar, but that was he underthrew a pass. It got intercepted. They returned it to our 10. Our defense did a tremendous job of holding them to a field goal. We drove the ball to about midfield, punted them inside there, 10, and they broke about a 70-yard run, and we rallied and tackled. They ended up scoring. It was 10-0, and then we scored, and we held them to a field goal again. So it was, we scored 14-13, and then they got the ball going, towards the end of the first half, and Caleb Risk came up with a huge interception, and we were able to turn that into points right before the half, 21-13, and then the first series of the second half, we held Live Oak to a three and out, and then Easton Humphrey made a tremendous play on special teams, returned the punt about 40 yards down to their 20, and we turned that into points. So it was 28-13, and from then it was just holding on and continuing to play. But our defense played great, special teams played great. Cooper Babin threw for 3 touchdowns and ran for 2. Tim Johnson had 3 touchdown receptions. Connor Dard chipped in with a touchdown. It was a great team effort. I was really pleased with our performance.
All right, you got Prairieville up next, and I know that we're assuming that's going to be a victory. I mean, you can't always do that because there are upsets. But the way the picture's looking right now, you're looking really positioning yourself well for the playoffs.
Yeah, but I don't assume anything. I look at that tape against Prairieville, and what I see from that team is I see constant improvement every week on that football team. From it's a weird quirk in scheduling, but every team that has played that we've played has played Prairieville the week before we played them. So I've seen them play for like 5 straight weeks now on game tape and the most recent game. So I see the improvement on them. They had multiple chances to be in the game against Denham Springs, and they lost that game 49-0. So it sounds like this is coach speak, but there was 4 times that they were inside Denham's 10 that they just didn't get points. They missed a field goal, they went for it on 4th down or whatever, and it was 21-0 at half, and then there was a couple mistakes by Prairieville, pick sixes and stuff. But that was a competitive game, more than you would think it would by the score. So we got to go out there and play to our standard and not the opponent's standard, and then go out and play 48 minutes, and then only then can we look at the end of the season, week 10.
Does it concern you if you're on the road or at home, or this was on the road?
This thing, I guess it's on the road. Every game we play is on the road because, we got to pack everything we own to take it to the pit for a home game. So, this is just about 12 minutes further than the pit, I think. So, I guess that, they're going to have their home fans, but, these local games, we bring our bands and we bring a great following. So it's almost like a home away from home at these places. So it doesn't bother us too much.
How have you seen the game change in the time you've been here? You've got over 100 wins with Cinema, so you've seen a lot of changes during the years.
Yeah, I think the game's a little bit more wide open right now, and there's a bunch more teams going to the current model of offense. But a lot of these teams I see winning are winning with that old school type football, and that's what's kind of a little bit worrisome about Prairieville is they're doing the things that can make them successful, and they're running the I formation or a version of it, tall sweep and the boot pass, and very basic concepts that have been proven through decade after decade after decade that if you go out and execute them, they work against any defense you got. And so they got some sharp coaches over there. I know David Feaster's their offensive guy, and Coach Schmidt's doing a great job. So we're worried about them right now.
So the season is really winding down quickly now. I mean, it seems like it's a long season, and all of a sudden you're at the end of it, just like that. Boom.
Yeah, that's what I told our seniors before. We played this last Friday. Is man, we got a game tonight. We're 2 weeks away from the end of the regular season, and those games are guaranteed. And everything else you got to earn. So you're talking about, for you seniors, you got 8 practices left. That are guaranteed. Everything else you got to earn. And high school football just happens that fast for these guys. It's like in a blink of an eye. And so enjoy every moment, prepare like every day is your last, because it could be, and let's go out and do the best we can do as a football team.
Well, we look forward to next week. Hopefully it's another win that W keeps building up toward the playoffs.
Thank you.
We'll be back in just a moment. Just a reminder that they're open late on Friday nights after football games here at Brewbacher, so you can come by after the game and enjoy the patio outside, or the new menu they got as well. We'll be right back.
We're here today at Santa Maria High School to present our Player of the Week award. Our corporate sponsor is Santa Maria Muffler, and our plaque sponsor is the Care Chemical Group. Well, this week, Connor Darr showed his versatility playing different positions. Tell us about that and how the game went.
Well, it went pretty good. Thankfully, it ended up in our favor. I was just able to play kind of all over we needed. If it needed me a tight end, running back, or even an empty receiver a little bit. Just maybe on a play all there, it kind of helps out with the offense.
All right. And Caleb Ricks, who couldn't be here today, he had 2 forced fumbles in the game on the defensive side of the ball, and maybe we'll catch him at a later time. And that's our Players of the Week here in Santa Maria.
Quality contractors use quality concrete. We have the best concrete in the nation right here in Baton Rouge. Our concrete is made to last this generation and the next. After more than 20 years in business, you're probably riding and walking on quality concrete. There is a difference in concrete. Make a choice that lasts for years to come. Go with the best. Go with quality concrete. Call or scan this code today for a free estimate.
The UPS Store is not just a shipping store. We're the shipping store. The Leave the Packing to Us store. But we understand this is more than a package store. We're the pack it, ship it, guarantee it store. The Peace of Mind store. We're the right around the corner. Go to We Ship It All store. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. When we pack it and ship it, we guarantee it. So find your local store today and ship with confidence.
If you're from Louisiana, you know that doing things the right way matters. Around here, that means creating a great restaurant and something more. People know that at Don's, they'll always have fresh Louisiana seafood. They'll always be part of our family and part of a proud Don's seafood tradition. It's what makes us Louisiana's original Cajun restaurant.
Everywhere we go, people want to know
who we are.
So we tell them, we're Cypress Roofing. Everywhere we go, people want to know. People want to know who we are. So we tell them, we're Cypress Roofing. We're Cypress Roofing.
Call us today for your free evaluation.
Josh?
Call today, 225-450-5507.
Hey folks, Craig at DeLone Supermarket with my main man Rod. We just want to let you know that we sell certified Angus beef, fresh produce, deli. Check out our Facebook ad at DeLoneSupermarket.com for our specials, and thanks for watching Sports Scene.
Hebert Steel Incorporated, Gonzales and Baton Rouge, offers structural steel fabrication. Hebert Steel is a proud supporter of all high school sports in this area. Phone 644-5316 or 291-2144. For your next party or get-together, don't forget the ice. Pick up or order from a locally owned company. Bateman's Ice of Santa Maria. They deliver and supply storage boxes too. Bateman's Ice, the clink makes the drink.
Sanama Muffler and Brake has been serving the Sanama area for many years doing exhaust work, brake, tune-ups, air conditioning, and general auto repair. Call Sanama Muffler for all of your repair needs. 644-2564.
Welcome back to Brewbachers once again. We've got Brock Mathern to talk about East Ascension Spartans football, and the season is winding down and it's getting tougher and tougher. And this last one was a 28-14 loss to Turlings Catholic. Talk about that game a little bit. That had to be a little bit disappointing for you.
Yeah, I mean, we came out and we got the ball first and thought we executed well on the first drive. We get it down, and on the 3rd and 10, you know, we talked about all week to our team of when we play in these tough teams, it's going to come down to anywhere between 2 to 5 plays that really make or break the game. And we had a 3rd down and wide open receiver. We dropped the ball and end up missing a field goal. They go up 7-0. We fight back. We have the game tied 14-14, and they score right before halftime and get the ball back after halftime and held on to the ball for a 9-minute drive of their opening possession of the second half. And from there it's 28-14, and they just kind of ate up the clock, and we didn't take advantage of the opportunities that we did have. So. You know, another loss that we had an opportunity and didn't win those moments. So that's going to happen when you don't execute the way you should.
You think your team learns a lot from something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think we learned each week from the losses, and you know, of course, we're not where we need to be, but we just keep focusing on the fact that we want to be playing great football at the right time, and we got 2 more opportunities to do that and get into the playoffs. And then once we get in there, you know. Like I said, we want to be playing our best ball, and hopefully that comes with execution.
How does that look for you? You'll have to win the next 2, you think?
We don't know that for sure. I know right now we sit at 27, and we know for sure if we win 1, we're in. But we don't really look at that. We just know that we want to win this one, and we're focused on now and being where our feet are and trying to take advantage of that opportunity to win this week.
You got a tough one coming up. In fact, the next 2 are going to be tough. Dutchtown, and then you have to travel to Walker, and they came up with a big win this week. So
yeah,
the next 2 are going to be real tests.
Yeah, I mean, very good opponents that have great programs, and we're trying to work to get on that same level as them. So we're excited for the challenge, and you know, we just want to continue to focus on what we got to do to get better, and go out there and play on Friday night.
Is it offense or defense, or is it all that you're dealing with?
Well, I think our defense has played good ball all year. Just last week, we struggled to get off the field on 3rd and 4th down. Offense has kind of been a struggle with losing our quarterback for the year. And we've just kind of been trying to put a Band-Aid on that, but I think we're getting there. We're starting to find a rhythm, and our offensive line has probably played its best ball these last 2 weeks. So we just gotta get it together as a whole package.
Any particular player you'd like to point out is having a good year or had a good game?
Yeah, I think these last 2 weeks, Bryson Martinez has shown why he's a 4-star offensive lineman. He's really turned it on since the halfway mark of the season, and became a leader for our team, and he's just been playing some excellent football that's really sprung our offensive line to play better.
It's good to see offensive linemen get some recognition, because the running backs and the receivers, quarterbacks, they get most of the attention.
Yeah, but anybody in football knows that it starts and finishes up front with offense and defensive lines.
What have you learned as being a head coach? I mean, this is your 2nd year DA being a head coach. I mean, you got to be developing yourself, I would think.
Yeah, it was my first year at EA, but my 4th year overall as a head coach, and you learn something new every year. I think the biggest thing is just adapting to the times and getting to know your kids and building those relationships, and then you know, figuring out what your mistakes are and learning from them and trying to apply that week in practice.
Every year for a coach is really different, isn't it? Because I mean, you got new people, you got the next man up, and so on, and you got to see how players develop as well. Somebody you didn't expect all of a sudden steps up and becomes a player.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got to learn your personnel and your team, and that's something as my first year at EA we're still figuring out, is learning our kids and what they can and can't do well, and just trying to get our playmakers the ball, man. We got some really good athletes. We got to do a better job as a coaching staff of getting those guys involved.
Do you get a feel what player you can go nose to nose with, or one that you got to kind of back off of a little bit?
Yeah, that's something I talk to our coaches all the time in our post-practice meetings is you got to learn your position group. You got to learn your kids. I know our kids by now, and I know which ones that I can turn it up a notch on them, and like you said, get nose to nose, and they're going to respond. And I know which ones that you got to pull to the side and have that healthy conversation to get them going. You know, some of them don't respond to that fiery coaching.
Yeah, some go down.
Yeah, for sure.
Come up.
For sure, you got to be able to identify who those kids are. It's like I tell our coaches all the time, we got to reach them before we teach them. So you got to understand the kid before you're able to teach them.
I think that's the most difficult part of coaching.
Yeah.
It's the X's and O's are one thing, but dealing with the personnel, that's the really hard part.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, the X's and O's, I mean, everybody runs plays, but you got to know your players and how you can coach them and how you can reach them.
Do you send in plays every play, or you signal from the sidelines, or do you send in a play on the play?
We signal. We have two different concepts where we'll have hand signals, or we'll have signs for our one-word plays. But we try to keep the quarterback on the field and prevent them from having to run back and forth to the sideline.
Or to send in a player back.
Yeah, you never know. You tell a kid a play, he may go in and not remember it by that time. You always got to remember we're dealing with teenagers.
It's got to be tough sometimes for a quarterback if he changes coaches in mid-season or whatever, too. He might call a play that was last coach, not the coaches now.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, we look forward to talking to you again next week, and you've got, like I said, you got Dutchtown, so you talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they the standard of our district. I know some people like to look at district championships. With district championships not really having any implications anymore, you know, we look at who's made it the farthest in the playoffs, and they're a semifinal team who I believe without a rain delay would be in the state championship. And they're at a level that we want to get, so we look forward to that high level of competition and trying to get on that level.
Well, good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate y'all having me.
We'll be back with more from Brewbachers.
We're here today at East Ascension High School to present our Player of the Week Award. Our corporate sponsor is Diaz Tire, and our plaque sponsor is Cooper's Pharmacy. Well, this week, Justin Wu receives the Player of the Week on offense. 3 receptions, 104 yards, and a TD. Pretty good game.
Appreciate it.
All right, tell us a little bit about what you did and how you plan to do more.
I feel like offense needed a spark. We started slow, but I feel like I brought the pressure, and we could have did a lot better things on offense, but I feel like that was the best things of the night.
Now you only get one shot. It was a close game for both sides.
Yes, sir.
All right. And on the defensive side, the Player of the Week goes to Jameer Smith with 6 tackles, 3 for a loss, and 1 sack. You had a good game, too.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, tell us about it.
Well, the coach just put me in position to make a lot of plays, and I saw the chance to make the tackles, and I made them.
All right, that's our Players of the Week this week from East Ascension.
Quality contractors use quality concrete. We have the best concrete in the nation right here in Baton Rouge. Our concrete is made to last this generation and the next. After more than 20 years in business, you're probably riding and walking on quality concrete. There is a difference in concrete. Make a choice that lasts for years to come. Go with the best. Go with quality concrete. Call or scan this code today for a free estimate.
The newest remodel restaurant in Gonzales is Brewbachers. Come see us at the same location, serving a variety of food with an exciting new menu to tempt your taste buds. Bring all your friends and meet on the patio. You'll enjoy the big screen TVs throughout the restaurant. There's something for everyone. The best hamburgers, po' boy, salads, and delicious steaks, as well as daily lunch specials. See why family and friends enjoy meeting at Brewbachers.
Brakes for Less is your new stop for quality car maintenance and repair. We'll beat any written estimate by 15%. That covers a wide variety of services, including brakes, tires, oil changes, tune-ups, suspension, shocks, struts, and air conditioning to keep the right temperature. Brakes for Less is dedicated to saving you money. And when you visit, you'll be as comfortable as possible while you wait. Stop by Brakes for Less in Baton Rouge on O'Neill Lane or in Gonzales on Airline, where we'll beat any written estimate by 15%. Guaranteed.
Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist. You got it made.
Come into our showroom and let our experts guide you through our large selection of today's latest trends. Marchand's flooring and countertop collections offer these styles with unbelievable prices. And at Marchand's, we install it all. Come in to see all of the promotions and specials going on now.
With Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist. You got it made.
Finally, I found a doctor who talks with me, not at me. She takes the time to answer my questions, so I feel reassured, not rushed. More time with my doctor, more time for me. Schedule a tour today. Centerwell, it's about time.
Bertrand's Pharmacy has been providing personal medication counseling for over 30 years. Andy and Jeannie Bertrand, registered pharmacists, honor many prescription plans. Bertrand's is open Monday through Saturday. Phone 644-5641. Papera & Sons is the place to go for all your building material needs. Since 1938, they've been providing quality lumber and building materials, free estimating, and prompt delivery. Papera & Sons, Airline Highway, Gonzales. Monogramming Unlimited is just what it says. They do embroidery, silk screening, advertising specialties, awards, business cards, plaques, and sublimation. Call Monogramming Unlimited for all of your needs in Gonzales.
Welcome back to Brewbachers, everyone. Remember to bring your family, bring your friends. Come on out, see the new menu, see the new patio, and enjoy yourself here at Brewbachers. We've got Best Time Coach Guy Estrada talked about the game. I know he doesn't want to talk about it very much. It was a loss at Walker. We knew it was going to be tough going to Walker. They lost there last year, 21-22 or something, 1 point loss. And then you go there again this year, and it was 44-24. What happened?
Yeah, a couple things. I mean, we didn't play well, and they played very well, right? So, look, they're a really good program, good coaching staff. The whole bit, you know, they were the favorite in the district coming into the season. So we knew what we were getting into. They haven't been playing well the last couple of weeks, but they, I guess, back against the wall, they stepped up and played a really good football game. And there's a lot that we have to fix, you know, and that's the one thing that you take from a game like that is, we can get better, right? So it's tough for high school kids to understand, and we strive every week to get better and to fix mistakes, and we do all that. When they get knocked on their butt, that's when you grab their attention a little easier. So hopefully, beginning this evening, we always come back in 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. For practice and film and workouts, and hopefully they come in with a great attitude. I know the coaches are ready to get them fixed and get moving on to EA next week.
Yeah, I would think their attention span has just increased a bit.
Absolutely, you know, it's human nature when things are going good to kind of coast a little bit. And again, that's not why we lost. Walker played a great game, and they deserve all the credit in the world. But hopefully this is an opportunity for our kids to wake up a little bit and understand where we're trying to go.
I understand you got close a number of times, but just couldn't finish.
We did. You know, it wasn't a lack of effort. It wasn't, you know, we didn't hang our heads. We kept fighting. We just too many mistakes. You know, just so.
Correcting the mistakes.
They're all correctable. So, and I'm ready to get back over to school and get started on that right now. So.
All right, you've got 2 games left, and that's not going to be easy.
No, not at all.
You got EA coming up.
Yeah, and East Ascension, man, they've gotten better and better and better. Brock and his staff are doing a great job. You know, they played a really, really good football team this past week, and I thought they competed great against them. Didn't win, but, you know, I mean, that's Turlins has it going on, so it's going to be a challenge for our guys. Number one, though, is we have to fix the mistakes from last week and come back and have a great attitude as we go through the week. Anything less, you're not giving yourself an opportunity.
Do you scrimmage hard this late in the year?
We scale everything back. Once we get into district, we scale our time back. We don't bring our guys to the ground in practice once we get into the season at all.
Does that hurt the possibility for fumbles?
Yeah, you know, we did a study maybe 15 years ago. We did a study where we looked at all the injuries that we knew of. You know, a lot of things you're not even aware of. But all the injuries that were recorded that we knew about, we went back and did a study, and well over half of them happened during the week and not on Friday night. And said, you know what, it's just not worth it. It's all about being your best on Friday night. Well, if you don't have your players, how are you being your best, right?
Beat up your own people.
Yeah, so we made that change at that time. Like I said, about 15 years ago, we took out the heavy contact during the week. We still thud. We go full speed. We just don't go to the ground. And I think we've gotten better as a program because of that. So everybody has their own ideas and thoughts on that.
Well, you've been very successful this year. You're 6-1 now, 3-1 in district, and you got 2 games left.
Yep.
And it's looking good for you as far as playoffs, but you can't look that far ahead because then you might drop the next 2.
No, it's one at a time. Like I said, I mean, this is going to be a battle. Friday night at East Ascension. Those
time of
guys,
year you expect that, though.
Yeah, you know, in this district, I told, you know, we were sitting in here a few weeks ago, Coach O and I were talking, you know, you throw this district, you know, Prairieville starting a new school and all, but besides that, the other 5 teams, you throw them in a hat and, you know, everybody can beat everybody, and it's going to be a battle every week, and I think it's going to prepare all of us for what's coming come playoff time.
Any particular player you'd like to point out? Or?
You know, we actually had some young kids toward the end of the game. We got some young kids in, particularly on the defensive side of the ball, that really, really played well, and we're excited about that. In this evening's meeting, we plan on calling those guys out and recognizing them, because that's what we need, especially moving forward. We've got a huge senior class, so it's important that we start playing some of these young guys, and we had that opportunity the other day.
Do you see that on a Monday or a Tuesday or Wednesday, early in the week, that this guy is getting ready to really be a player on Friday? Can you get a feeling for that?
You do. I think Tuesday probably more than any, because, you know, Monday is such a teaching day. Everybody's still learning the opponent, learning the game plan. Tuesday is when you hope everybody's kind of settling in, and that's when you see some guys that are really, you see the focus come out by Wednesday. You know, that's our big tempo day. We're flying around by then, but I would say Tuesday's the day to see all that.
The season is winding down. We look forward to talking to you next week, and hopefully you get another W.
I hope so too. Good talking to you.
All right, we'll be back with more from Blue Boxers, where it opens late on Fridays after football game. We'll be right back.
We're here today at Dutchtown High School to present our Player of the Week award. Our corporate sponsor is Diaz Tire, and our plaque sponsor is Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. This week, Carter Hayden was the lead blocker in the game. Tell us about your experience.
This was my first week ever playing as a tight end with my hand down, so it was definitely a new experience. I was definitely learning a lot out there. You know, I just tried my best, do what the coach was telling me, and, you know, I had a fun time, and I did good enough to get this award.
Well, that's good. Well, this week, Lathan Riley made an interception in the end zone, and he receives the Defensive Player of the Week award. Tell us about that.
You know, it was time for me to step up. You know, with the past couple weeks, not really making any plays, and this week Dennis Springs was driving down the field, so it was time for me to make a play. Got an interception, and we went on to score later that drive.
All right, that's our Players of the Week from Dutchtown.
Quality contractors use quality concrete. We have the best concrete in the nation right here in Baton Rouge. Our concrete is made to last this generation and the next. After more than 20 years in business, you're probably riding and walking on quality concrete. There is a difference in concrete. Make a choice that lasts for years to come. Go with the best. Go with quality concrete. Call or scan this code today for a free estimate.
If you're from Louisiana, you know that doing things the right way matters. Around here, that means creating a great restaurant and something more. People know that at Don's, they'll always have fresh Louisiana seafood. They'll always be part of a family and part of a proud Don's seafood tradition. It's what makes us Louisiana's original Cajun restaurant.
Everywhere we go, people want to know
who we are.
So we tell them, we're Cypress Roofing. Everywhere we go, people want to know. People want to know who we are, so we tell them. We're Cypress Roofing. We're Cypress Roofing.
Call us today for your free evaluation.
Josh?
Call today, 225-450-5507.
For your next party or get-together, don't forget the ice. Pick up or order from a locally owned company, Bateman's Ice of Sanama. They deliver and supply storage boxes too. Bateman's Ice, the clink makes the drink. When you're serious about appliance repair, call Hitman. They offer reliable professional repair for a wide range of household and commercial appliances. They'll have you back up and running in no time. Hitman Services. Ernest Martin Incorporated is owned and operated by Bud and Sean Martin. Their 9 trucks deliver sand, clay, and limestone for residential, commercial, and industrial need. Ernest Martin Incorporated. Since 1970, we're in it for the long haul.
Welcome back to Brewbachers. Once again, Brewbachers has spaghetti and meatballs, hamburger steak, and fried fish on our daily lunch menu. I had the hamburger steak today. It was delicious. All right, we're ready to talk Prairie View Hurricanes football. And we've got the head coach, Michael Schmidt, to talk about that. I know it's been a tough year for you, but I got to tell you, David Oliver in here was talking about your team a little earlier, and he was talking about how he saw improvement every week. So you see, when your opposing coach sees that you got to feel pretty good about it.
I think so. I think everybody has been really good and complimentary, and I've appreciated all of our opponents, especially within Ascension Parish here, as far as just playing us hard and not trying to feel sorry for us or anything, but at the same time appreciating that we have gotten better, and so I appreciate David saying that.
Okay, you've got 2 games left. You know you're not going to make the playoffs,
right.
But what do you focus on now the next 2 weeks?
I don't think anything really changes much. We have 10 seniors. We had a senior night Thursday night, so we got 10 seniors leaving. Out of those 10. I think there's probably there's 3 starters, right? So we want to make sure they have a good experience to finish up. We have the last 2 games. We want to make sure we continue to improve. But that's what you focus on, and then you focus on heading into the off season. So the lessons that you learn with these young players, of not quitting the whole time and playing hard, is valuable heading into the off season, and stokes that fire a little bit of competitive juices going, so you want to get better in the offseason.
I think that helps them out of football too, doesn't it? I mean, in their daily work, school, or daily work when they had a job.
Well, people talk, everybody focuses on, athletics, but, school's been weird. You don't have a lot of seniors in the school, there's a lot of young kids, and so all of it all together is really just, creating that foundation. So for those guys that are young and the ones that are leaving this year, seniors, it definitely is something we want to help to create the culture in school that we want, not just on the football field.
When I was in school, I was senior for 1 year, and everybody laughs when I say that because everybody does that. I said, no, we started out with just freshmen and sophomores. So those sophomores were seniors for 3 years.
That's so true. That is a good point, yeah. And I think that's kind of where it is. You know, it's like that's kind of where we've started to get better is some of our leadership and expectations are settling in on the players, and the players are creating that.
All right, so you've got Santa Maria next. That doesn't get any easier, that's for sure.
For sure, Santa Maria's a great team, well coached. Quarterback's really good. Defensively, they line up correctly, hustle to the ball, good physicality. They get excited. You can see on film the coaching staff, the sideline. They're having a great year. So, you know, for us, it's kind of that same mentality. You know, we played well again on defense this week. We were inside the 10-yard line twice and inside the 20 another time, all in the first quarter. You know, we came away in that first half. I feel like the first half we've been able to compete the last 2 or 3 weeks pretty well. It's just, you know, everybody starts getting tired. The other team, you know, kind of gains a little bit of momentum, and we can't get it back. And it's just a lot of that stuff. But I feel like this week, you know, we don't have a Thursday night game. We've played 3 weeks in a row on Thursday. So we play on a Friday night at the I there in Prairieville. We're looking for a good home crowd. Get to play another Ascension Parish team in Santa Maria. So, you know, the energy is going to be there. So I'm looking forward to that.
And then you got homecoming at the end of the year.
We have homecoming at the end of the year next week against St. Thomas Aquinas. And so, you know, the next 2 weeks we feel are weeks that we can kind of see, you know, where we end up. Because Santa Maria has really kind of separated themselves in the district for sure as being one of the top teams, not just in the district but in the area. So they'll give us a measuring stick there, and then the last week going into homecoming, enjoying that.
Going into the season, you knew it was going to be tough, and it was a brand new team, first year. Have you been able to play a lot of players because of that? Have you been able to interchange?
We have. The interesting part is, you know, we go play JV games, and the reality is our varsity has a lot of JV age kids. You know, probably a lot of them would be playing. It'd be a really good JV team. So I think for us, the benefit has been those young guys playing those JV games maybe wouldn't have gotten as many reps at any level. So it has developed depth. We have a lot of guys that have come in and weren't playing much at the beginning of the year that now are getting a ton of special teams reps, first team reps, Friday nights. So we've developed a pretty good core of athletes heading into the offseason for next season.
I would think that the players practice get fired up too because they know they got an opportunity to be in a game.
Well, you know, and we're kind of doing the same thing. We still go ones-on-ones, you know, for a few plays each week and each day. On Mondays and Tuesdays are our big hit days, and so they've been able to really, you know, kind of get after each other a little bit, which has also helped us improve. So, you know, the idea of just developing a nucleus of a good football team is really where we've been the last 5 weeks. You know, the first 4 weeks was just trying to get in there and survive.
So, how will you do this in the off season with your coaching staff and so on? What will you be doing there?
Well, we really try to push kids to play as many sports as they can. I love wrestling. You know, for a lot of the bigger guys, linebacker types, even running back types, basketball, I enjoy watching. You know, we want our skilled guys to go play that stuff. And then track is huge for us. You know, I'm a big track guy. I was a head track coach forever. So we want our guys to go out there, run track, play baseball, play different sports, and then we'll lift the whole time during all that's going on. But I think this year is probably a little different. We're going to have to do it. We'll spend a lot of time on team development. And still, I mean, we still have a long way to go before we're a good
that's what Bear Bryant did. Bear Bryant recruited a lot of wrestlers. If you're a football player and a good one, but you're also a wrestler,
I tell you what, my middle son wrestles, and he loves it. And he's tough as nails. And some of the guys I played with that wrestled, you know, they're just great football players. I mean, Ray Lewis, who's my favorite linebacker of all time, was a big high school wrestler. You know, so it just builds toughness and track too. You know, guys that run a 400-meter dash. If you can run a 400-meter dash, which is what we push our guys to do, you got some guts. You know what I mean? That's a tough race, man.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. We're looking for that first upset, whether it's this year or next year. Whenever you get it, we'll be excited.
Thank you, Larry. Looking forward to it.
All right, we'll be back with more from Brubacher right here on the outside patio. Beautiful weather. We'll be right back.
We're here today at Prairieville High School to present our Player of the Week Award. Our corporate sponsor is Newly's Master Sandwich Builders, and our plaque sponsor is Roland Homes. Well, this week Skylar Kelly came in for the injured Prairieville quarterback. Skylar, tell us about how it went for you and how it went to be under the Friday night lights.
It felt good. You know, I had to step up after he got injured. I made a little bit of mental errors, but I think I did fairly good for stepping in. I don't really practice quarterback much at practice, so I did my best.
All right. And on the defensive side, Jamarian Meady had an interception and 4 tackles for the Hurricanes. You get the Defensive Player of the Week award. Tell us about that.
Well, we really haven't seen the play that they did, but it was like a trick play where the quarterback just bounced back, and then they did a few tosses, and the ball was just up in the air, and I caught it. And I tried to get a pick six, but I got tackled.
All right, that's our Players of the Week from Prairieville. We're here at St. James High School to present our Player of the Week award. Our corporate sponsor is St. James Parish Hospital, and our plaque sponsor is St. James Clinics. Well, Kamain Mitchell receives the Offensive Player of the Week award. He had a good game. Tell us a little bit about it.
I scored two big touchdowns on the opening drive. First one was a slant across the middle for the first score of the game, and the second one was for the third score of the game.
All right, so you had a good game.
Yes, sir.
All right. And on defense, Malik Harry was on top of his game this week as far as the defense went. And tell us about your game.
Caught 2 interceptions, had a sack and a big tackle for loss on a crucial third down.
All right, and I hope y'all have a good game this week. This is at St. James High School, our Players of the Week. We're here today at Lutcher High School to present our Player of the Week award. Our corporate sponsor is St. James Parish Hospital, and our plaque sponsor is St. James Therapy Clinics. Well, this week, Coach Dwayne Jenkins must have thought his team was really good and had a good effort, because we have 2 Players of the Week on offense this week, Michael Krumholt and Josh Harris. Well, Michael, tell us about how the game went for you.
It was tough, but I knew I had a big role to play, and I just knew I just had to play my best game, and that's what I did.
All right. And the other player for this week is Josh Harris. And tell us about your game.
I knew going into this week, it was going to be a big game. And me and Mike, we knew we had big roles, so we knew we had to get it done. So we practiced really hard this week and got the job done.
And here at Lutcher, on the defensive side of the ball, Tariat Snowden earns the Player of the Week award. Tell us about your game, what you did, how it went.
It was a hard game. You know, coming out of half, it was a very close game, and our offense didn't score. So coming back on the defensive side, I knew we needed a big play, and I caught an interception early in the third quarter to put our offense in the short field for them to go up 20-10.
All right, that's our offensive and defensive Players of the Week at Lutcher for this week. The newest remodel restaurant in Gonzales is Brubacher's. Come see us at the same location, serving a variety of food with an exciting new menu to tempt your taste buds. Bring all your friends and meet on the patio. You'll enjoy the big screen TVs throughout the restaurant. There's something for everyone. The best hamburgers, po' boys, salads, and delicious steaks, as well as daily lunch specials. See why family and friends enjoy meeting at Brubacher's.
Quality contractors use quality concrete. We have the best concrete in the nation right here in Baton Rouge. Our concrete is made to last this generation and the next. After more than 20 years in business, you're probably riding and walking on quality concrete. There is a difference in concrete. Make a choice that lasts for years to come. Go with the best. Go with quality concrete. Call or scan this code today for a free estimate.
The UPS Store is not just a shipping store. We're the shipping store. The Leave the Packing to Us store. The We Understand This Is More Than a Package store. We're the pack it, ship it, guarantee it store. The Peace of Mind store. We're the right around the corner. Go to We Ship It All store. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. When we pack it and ship it, we guarantee it. So find your local store today and ship with confidence.
Finally, I found a doctor who talks with me, not at me. She takes the time to answer my questions, so I feel reassured, not rushed. More time with my doctor, more time for me. Schedule a tour today. Centerwell. It's about time.
Sanama Muffler and Brake has been serving the Sanama area for many years doing exhaust work, brake, tune-ups, air conditioning, and general auto repair. Call Sanama Muffler for all of your repair needs. 644-2564.
Diaz Tire and Auto Repair invites you to shop with them in Gonzales and the Highway 42 Prairieville location. Bring your school ID and get $5 off oil, lube, and filter. Diaz Tire, Airline Highway Gonzales, and Highway 42 Prairieville.
Hebert Steel Incorporated, Gonzales and Baton Rouge, offers structural steel fabrication. Hebert Steel is a proud supporter of all high school sports in this area. Phone 644-5316 or 291-2144.
Hey folks, Craig at DeLone Supermarket with my main man Rod. We just want to let you know that we sell certified Angus beef, fresh produce, deli. Check out our Facebook ad at DeLoneSupermarket.com for our specials, and thanks for watching Sports Scene.
Papera & Sons is the place to go for all your building material needs. Since 1938, they've been providing quality lumber and building materials, free estimating, and prompt delivery. Papera & Sons, Airline Highway, Gonzales. Rhino Tint has professionally installed window tinting. They use top quality window tint film which carries a lifetime warranty. Feel free to wait in our lobby while your tint is being installed. Rhino Tint in Sanama. Trash Rangers is a locally owned and operated company. Call them for residential service, roll-offs, and front-load dumpster. Their flat rate charge has no hidden fees. Call 225-363-9053. Gronyard Furniture and Appliance has top name brands like Ashley, Sealy, Lazy Boy, Maytag, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, Toshiba, KitchenAid, Stearns & Foster, Serta, Speed Queen, and more. Gronyard's in Donaldsonville. Our Homecoming Queen presentation is sponsored by Gronyard Incorporated.
Welcome back to Brew Blockers, everyone. Glad to have you along with us. And remember, they're open late on Fridays for the high school football fans to come by and have dinner. All right, we've got a very special guest with us right now, Patricia Wilson, Homecoming Queen for Sanama. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It had to be exciting for you.
Yeah, it really is.
How did you find out that you got the Homecoming Queen? Was it at a sports rally, or was it at the game itself? Or?
It was at the game for halftime.
So you didn't know until they made the announcement. So they had to be. So how did you get nominated?
Well, I ran for homecoming court, but it was kind of hard because we can't campaign, so like we can't like just tell somebody go vote for you or something. So like they said it on like GNN, which is Gary Nation News. And then it was like go vote for court. So then that's how it went.
This has been a fun week for you, I'm sure. A fun week, and you brought some luck to continue to win. So you brought good luck. You know that being homecoming queen isn't just this year. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever, when you come back home, you'll always be a former homecoming queen. So that's going to be something that you'll hold on to the rest of your life. I think that's exciting and really good for you. What organizations have you been a member of? What kind of clubs?
I've been part of FFA, and Black History, and I do color guard.
What do you plan to do after school?
I plan to be a veterinarian.
Oh wow, really? Where are you going to go to school, you think?
Probably LSU.
Just a quick note, I went to Auburn. Auburn's had a good vet school. Or at least that's what I've been told. I wouldn't know. But what are some of the hobbies that you'd like to do during your time away from school or whatever?
Probably sleep because I'd be exhausted from so much practice from color guard, and then probably shopping.
Well, I tell you what, You must love pets. You don't want to be a vet. I'd be afraid I'd get bitten by a dog or something. You got to really watch out for that. What are some of the activities that you've been involved in that you participated in?
I did cheer, I danced, and now I do color guard. Those are the only ones I did.
I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully you'll enjoy LSU or wherever you might go, if it's Auburn or whatever. But good luck on being a vet. I think that's really great. I think that would be a lot of fun, but also you got to take some chances to do that. Congratulations once again. We'll be back with more from Brewbachers here with the renovated outdoor patio. It's really nice out here. I had the good lunch of the hamburger steak. I didn't even realize I had that for lunch, but that's on the menu now too as well. We'll be right back.
Gronyard Furniture and Appliance has top name brands like Ashley, Sealy, Lazy Boy, Maytag, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, Toshiba, KitchenAid, Stearns & Foster, Serta, Speed Queen, and more. Gronyard's in Donaldsonville.
There's a time we all know is coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at Church Funeral Services, we'll handle it all with care and passion. Church Funeral Services.
Brakes for Less is your new stop for quality car maintenance and repair. We'll beat any written estimate by 15%. That covers a wide variety of services, including brakes, tires, oil changes, tune-ups, suspension, shocks, struts, and air conditioning to keep the right temperature. Brakes for Less is dedicated to saving you money. And when you visit, you'll be as comfortable as possible while you wait. Stop by Brakes for Less in Baton Rouge on O'Neill Lane or in Gonzales on Airline, where we'll beat any written estimate by 15%. Guaranteed.
The newest remodel restaurant in Gonzales is Brewbachers. Come see us at the same location, serving a variety of food with an exciting new menu to tempt your taste buds. Bring all your friends and meet on the patio. You'll enjoy the big screen TVs throughout the restaurant. There's something for everyone. The best hamburgers, po' boys, salads, and delicious steaks, as well as daily lunch specials. See why family and friends enjoy meeting at Brewbachers. Monogramming Unlimited is just what it says. They do embroidery, silk screening, advertising specialties, awards, business cards, plaques, and sublimation. Call Monogramming Unlimited for all of your needs in Gonzales. Terry's Express Lube is located on the Airline Highway, Gonzales. They specialize in oil changes and state inspections. Ask about regular or synthetic oil. They'll get you in and out in a hurry at Terry's Express Lube. Rhino Tint has professionally installed window tinting. They use top quality window tint film which carries a lifetime warranty. Feel free to wait in our lobby while your tint is being installed. Rhino Tint in Santa Monica. Trash Rangers is a locally owned and operated company. Call them for residential service, roll-offs, and front-load dumpsters. Their flat rate charge has no hidden fees. Call 225-363-9053.
So you guys want to come over later? Oh, I'd love to, but Will's scheduled to catch the flu.
You can't really schedule your illness.
Yeah.
That's why we work around your schedule. Lake Urgent Care.
That's going to wrap up Sports Scene from Brewbachers. Glad to have you with us. We'll see you next week.